Pharmaceuticals, medicines like aspirin, antidepressants and blood pressure drugs, are being used more and more by people in the UK and across the world. But more medicines for us means more medicines ending up in our rivers and seas, where they're creating a dangerous cocktail for fish, other wildlife and humans. But now there's hope for change. Scientists from the Pharma Pollution Hub are dedicated to finding solutions to reduce the impact of medicines on our environment.
So we know that pharmaceuticals in our waterways are increasing, and we know that wildlife is being affected in some cases in alarming ways. Fish, for example, male fish are being affected by estrogens in contraceptive pills, changing their sex. We know that antidepressants can alter behaviours in fish, and that can affect their ability to avoid predators. And in some instances, we know that bird populations have undergone localised extinction because of exposure to anti-inflammatory drugs. So we've known this for decades, and that's why we need to take concerted action, and we need to take it now.
The Pharma Pollution Hub is examining this issue from a fresh perspective, looking at the broader factors across society that are driving pharmaceutical pollution.
Once pharmaceuticals get into this water, it's really difficult to get them out. That's why we're focusing on reducing the amount getting in there in the first place. It's all about prevention.
The pharmaceutical market is an important part of the UK economy. According to government statistics, it's worth over £40 billion and employs tens of thousands of the UK's workforce. Pharmaceuticals are the second highest cost to our NHS, with over £22 billion spent every year on them. They improve our quality of life and mean we can live longer. But the level of pharmaceuticals in our water is unsustainable, and we need to stop our healthcare system from causing harmful levels of pollution.
Healthcare is about promoting and protecting the health of our population. And it's time that we actually promote and protect the health of our planet and our environment as well. Many people don't know that their healthcare services actually are very polluting. The NHS is a big polluter. We've got to get to a position where our healthcare services are good for our patients and good for our planet. And the most common thing that we do to patients in the NHS is actually prescribe a medicine. So we need to ensure that the medicines we prescribe are good for our patients and good for our planet.
Well, pharmaceutical pollution is part of the category that we call novel entities, that includes pharmaceuticals, microplastics and other chemicals. And these novel entities are just as important as climate change and nature. If we don't address pharmaceutical pollution along with carbon and other emissions and restoration of natural systems, we will simply fail to achieve our goals.
The Pharma Pollution Hub is now bringing together organisations from all sectors, from water companies to healthcare providers and drug companies, to collectively develop an action plan for change.
Pharmaceuticals are vital for our health and an important part of our economy. So if we want to make real world change, we need to find solutions that balance these things with the need to protect our environment. And we know that the best way to do this is to bring everybody together and develop ways to move forward that suit all.
Well, we know that drug companies, we know the NHS, we know regulators all want to reduce the amount of medicines in the environment. The difficulty, the challenge is identifying a pathway to do so. And the Pharma Pollution Hub is an ambitious partnership that will help to do and identify the way to do that. And we know that we can make a difference in terms of reducing drugs in the environment through this concerted and ambitious plan, and in turn benefit wildlife, the environment and of course society more broadly.